So this is another lesson video that I'm going to be teaching how to do some cuts. Some of them are a little more complex, a little harder to do than other ones. The first one that I learned was it's just a false cut. You take it off the bottom, pull it like that, and you tap it, and you put it down, and that full speed. So that's probably the easiest one to do. And then the next one is called the false swing cut, and I'll show you 6 of spades. Well, 6 of diamonds on the bottom and 5 of spades is on the top, and 5 of spades goes on top, 6 on the bottom. And the false swing cut goes like this. You see this a lot in magic tricks. It's probably the most popular. I don't know. I didn't do any studies, so. And that's actually not the false swing cut. It's more of a variation of it. I don't know where these were, so that's not good. False cuts, that's self-explanatory. They allow you to keep the deck in order. I'll use a deck. This is my size 7 setup deck. And let me get that out of the way. There you go. If you've seen the size 7 setup video, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, you might want to go check that out on my page. Or, you cannot, and just be clueless sitting there. But, so we have the size 7 setup. We'll do what's called the, false swing cut. We'll do, the, 190 helix cut. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I'm still learning that one. So, it's not my best, but it's whatever, And anyways, there's to do the false swing cut, what you do is you do a regular swing cut like that. Just break off a piece from the top, put it in your left hand to lock it, and then you break apart again, and you grab the middle and swing it out. Then you swing off the top, and then Then you put the bottom pack on the top, and I just fucked up the order because I accidentally dropped some. You do this cut, where it's the variation of the swing cut. What you do is you break off a little bit of the top, you lock it. And what you do is instead of taking off the bottom, you swing that over with your ring finger, and you lock that, the top one, and then I normally don't do it like this, and you swing that over, and drop that like that. It's the same order. Normally how I do it though is then you do the normal swing cut, and then instead you swing the top pack over, drop that, and put the bottom one on top. It's a little different. That one's a little more confusing. There's this one that I hardly ever do. It just it looks cool if you actually can do it, unlike me. So there's just some of the cuts you actually need to learn how to fan. I said that already. Spreads I did in the other video. So those are pretty much all the basics, double pickups. I'm gonna start doing the basic tricks, like spelling out a card, which is easy. I could actually show you that one now. We'll use my Guardians pack. I'll get rid of my blue deck. Actually, we'll use my white pack. It's completely shuffled, so there's no order to it. So I can't do this one perfect because I haven't done it in a while. However, I'll wing it to the best of my ability. So what you do is you have a spectator pick a card. I'm skipping a couple steps here. Now when they're looking at your card, what you do is you make 8 piles. And just keep going, something like this. Actually, you know what, we could do this a little different. It's a lot simpler. Just break the deck up into 8 piles. Just makes my life easier. I'm gonna do it in 4. And what you do, you memorize the 5 of hearts. That'll come in later in the trick. And you do 5 actually. You tell them put their card, the 4 of spades, on top of whichever one that they want. Let's say it's that one. Then you pick it up. Then you pick up the one that has the 5 of hearts, and you put these 2 packs with the 5 of hearts and the 4 of spades. You put those on top of all the other ones, and then you start making piles. Just count off cards until you see the 5 of hearts. Now you flip over the 4 of spades. Actually, that should be in that pile, and then you start making another pile. What you're doing when you're making the pile after you see their card is you're actually spelling out the name of their card. So that's the 4 of spades. You go FOUROFSPADES, and then normally it would actually be more than one card, and then you just keep counting off cards. That way it looks like you're doing something. I'll actually put some more cards on top of that one. And you have to make sure that you get the 4 of spades second to the top, and then have the spelled out pack on top. So what you do is you'll tell them, be like, your card was the 3 of clubs. You can just name a random card and be like THR. And they'll be like, no it wasn't. And you'll be like, oh. And what was it? And they'll say the 4 of spades, and you go, alright, FOUROFSPADES, and it counts out their card. Now, explaining it doesn't look quite as cool as it actually is. So what I'll do is I'll show you it. You go, say they pick this card, and you make 1, 2 in the way, put that right there, 3, 4, and you memorize the card, put it there, and you peel some cards. I actually have no clue. Well, now I know what the card is, but that's besides the point. You have to remember that you have to make sure that you remember your card and their card. I lost my count because I was talking. Oops. Alright, so then what we do is we pick up the decks. So it'll be like so your card, it was the 6 of clubs. Normally when I do it, I'll name the bottom card. They can't see that, so I'll just be like, your card was the 6 of clubs. They'll be like, no it wasn't. I'll be like, oh, what was it? And in this case, it was the Ace of Spades. ACEOFSPADES. And the Ace of Spades is right there. So that's that trick. It's pretty basic. It's one of the first ones that I learned. And yeah, that's basically